making its way northeastward into all the areas shown here.
A lot going on there, that's for sure. Let's get out to Mike Seidel. He's in Nags Head, North Carolina this morning. The eye getting closer and closer to you, Mike, and at this point, I guess we suspect that your conditions will only get worse.
I don't think they're going to get much worse than this. The only thing that's changed, which, boy, really stings. Meanwhile, I want to show you how much of the beach has opened up. The ocean has really receded. It's really good to see that. At low tide here, from myself out to the surf is about at least 50, if not 60, 70 yards. So we got a wide area of beach. This is all replenished. That is a good thing. It's good to see that. We still have another high tide, but as I've been mentioning, high tide this evening, the wind will be blowing offshore. So we're in good shape as far as water getting into these zones. And we've had a couple of our crew members going up and down the highway here up to Kitty Hawk, and they're seeing no structural damage. They haven't seen anything but a couple of trees down. They haven't seen any power lines down, any signs blown down, but they have seen some street flooding, and that's to be expected. So we're looking good, at least in this area between Kitty Hawk and Nags Head. Now, let's go up to Eric Fisher. Eric, I've stood where you're sitting many, many times, and I know you're getting battered with that wind off the Atlantic.
Yeah, things have really picked up as the morning has gone on, Mike. We were in a very intense rain band just a short while ago. Things are calming down a little bit, relatively speaking, for the moment. But we have seen some damage already here in the Virginia Beach area. You can see some pieces of side of a building that came off just a little while ago. What we've also seen are a lot of really stupid people like this, as a matter of fact, just to be honest with you. A lot of people who are out on the streets, I don't know why. And, right, basically, you're in a situation where you're not putting yourself in danger. We've already seen someone 60, 70 miles inland getting killed today because of a tree coming down. What if a tree comes down and you're driving down the street? And if you're out in the storm, how about the rescue crews who have to risk their lives to head out into the storm as well to try to save you if you're in trouble? So I'm just asking people, please stay off the roads today. Even if you don't think it's the worst storm you've ever seen, it's not worth the effort. We've seen some of those same signs start to come down on the street here as well. I've been kind of testing out the wind in different areas.
The 10 to 12 inch range in many of those places.
It's been so heavy there, but if you look at this, it's really becoming elongated, and now we've got rain in New Jersey, and we think that's one place that's going to have also significant impacts as the storm moves north through there. We're going to get out to Adam Berg. He's in New Jersey this morning, along the shore there. Adam, obviously nervous anticipation as that rain moves north.
Absolutely, and what I want to make perfectly clear to people is what we're seeing here, this is basically low tide. All right, so we're going to be adding, once we get to high tide this evening around 6:30, we'll be adding about another 5 feet to that. And then once we talk about the water